Hi, I'm Nagarajan Naya. I'm joined with Subrata Shah, insurance expert. Today in the Santa Clara, we felt an earthquake, and a lot of my clients started asking me, "Is it a better time to buy an earthquake insurance?" But before buying an earthquake, right, earthquake insurance, the things. Let me check if I'm YouTube live right now. If you have any questions, you can reach me out on the YouTube live today. We are in the YouTube live. You can share your experiences also about today's earthquake if you have anything. Okay. The things to do before, like for example, one of the things you can think about, like the house is very old house, right, Subrata? What I can think about is like make sure your house is retrofitted.
Yes.
Earthquake retrofit means like basically for the foundations, right? Like they do the some kind of a special fitting, so that way like it is like it's a safer. Okay. My house is an 100-year-old property, Subrata. You know about that, right? So before, as soon as I bought it, the first thing I did is like retrofit of the house. It costs somewhere around for 3,500 square footage homes. It costs from 10,000 to 2,000, 10,000 to 20,000 actually. Okay, but it's best. Okay, but try it out. I don't know how safe it is, but today it was like when I felt the earthquake, I was a little bit confident because it was retrofit was done. If it's a newer house, I don't think so. Nothing to worry about it. Uh, but still, a lot of people are worrying. Like, is it an insurance required? Earthquake is a special kind of an insurance required for an earthquake, right? You are an expert on the insurance, and what do you think about this? Is it really an insurance require earthquake insurance, and what is your opinion on that?
Sure. All right. So thank you so much, Nagraj, for having me on the show. So first of all, before even we go to my name is Subrat Saha. I'm a farmer's insurance agent, and and thank you, Nagraj, for helping me. When I was buying my home, right? So as an insurance professional, I think before even we go to the coverage and insurance, I think some of the basics that we can do always, right? So
Yeah.
recommend my clients to do a monthly or quarterly check-in of your home, like the little things that we ignore sometimes, due to weekend activities or a fun party or whatever be it. So the first thing that I recommend is that always do a month or quarterly check-in to keep your house safer and safer. So you never know when a hazard, for example, here we are talking about earthquake, but be it anything, right? So it's always a good idea to do little things. For example, arranging, things that are probably hanging, or I have a habit of, stacking things in my garage or in my attic and things like that. But also I want to make sure that in an event like this, something major doesn't happen due to the things that I have done, right? So that is the first thing I remind everybody, including myself, how to be safe, how to keep my home safe from all these hazards. Now, coming back to your question, for the earthquake, the regular homeowners policy doesn't cover earthquake hazard, right?
Okay.
So
True.
what is the option do we have? So California has something called CEA, California Earthquake Authority, which provides the best coverage for earthquake. Now, as you mentioned, the retrofit, the year the house was built, or the overall dwelling structure, I think those things come into consideration when my clients consider whether or not to go for earthquake policy, right? And then there are various categories within the earthquake that we can talk about. But yeah, I'll take a pause and let you kind of ask anything specific that.
See, I see a lot of the people, right? Like they basically think like earthquake insurance is an expensive, right? It is surely, because your regular home insurance itself is like turns out to be what, 80, $90, depending on where you are staying, right? Or what kind of house you are staying. But what I heard about is like earthquake insurance is too expensive. Is it really worth? Because this is the 5.1 magnitude happened like after 10 years. Correct. It can happen anytime, but it is happened after 10 years. But luckily, nothing major things did happen. we're still waiting on the news. How was the other things happen, but it is not a major things happen right now. Not major breakdowns happen. But is it worth, like, because it might happen in 30 years once or something, like, is it really worth to buy that earthquake insurance? Just share your opinion on that. So
Yeah, absolutely. See, I wouldn't get to the answering into yes or no, right?
yes, yes.
Let me just give you my example. So my home is the one that you helped me purchase. That's next to a highway, right?
Correct.
When I think about a hazard like earthquake, I want to look at certain things. Going back to the construction of the house, how confident I am,
Mhm.
for the dwelling of, which is the core of the house, right?
Yeah.
And then lifestyle. I want to look at my lifestyle or the things that I just mentioned a few minutes ago. That
Mhm.
how the home set up for an event like earthquake or a fire or
Yeah.
things, right?
Mhm.
So definitely, there are a few things that you need to always consider while going for an earthquake. Now, does it is earthquake taken by every client that I have? No. So there are two concepts. Some people
Mhm.
believe it, some people don't. And insurance is always about events like this, right? Insurance,
Correct.
that you get the benefit up front. But if anything were to happen like this, then the insurance kicks in. And it really, so when it comes to insurance, I think one thing that I always tell you, look for, which company you are going with. Is the company profitable enough to come and play a role when there's an event, like an earthquake happens, right? That is really
Correct.
important.
True.
Now, EA is a massive, that's the California Earthquake Authority. Now, is it expensive? Yes, it is expensive. If you look at just blanket, cost of the insurance, I might
Mhm.
think, well, I pay $1,200 for my home insurance, and my earthquake is coming almost about 900. This is just an example. It really depends on
Yeah.
certain, criteria how the premium is calculated. However, I think there are many different ways that we can work with our clients to keep the cost in limit while insuring the property for an event like earthquake, right? How that can happen? Because when we consider for a earthquake loss, there are many things come into consideration. Your home dwelling, your personal property, your if there are any unrepaired conditions that you have in your home and things like that. So it really depends on the home and the family,
True.
particularly the quality and the construction of the home. And
I think let's pause there. I think, as you said, the quality. I think previously the insurance companies were never used to come and check the how house was. I think what I've seen recently, most of the insurance companies are, as soon as you buy the home insurance, they're coming and checking the quality of the house, or like how is the condition of the house. Recently, one of the insurance I bought from you, I think uh, the company came and checked, is it like everything is done, like how is the condition of the house.
yes, yes.
Okay, not only your farmers insurance, even I heard about Geico also doing the same thing. I think that is going forward. It is becoming very, very important. Or the things to do from the insurance companies. I think they are not taking any more like blindly any of the clients around now.
No, so absolutely right, Nagraj. So farmers proactively, comes into inspection. We believe in inspection only because when an event like this, your home should be properly and sufficiently covered, right? So if
Yes.
there's the XYZ company, they don't do inspection, they might be
Hmm.
undervalued home. And an event like this, when actually your insurance kicks in, then then probably clients will realize that, okay, I should have probably done the coverage a little bit differently. So I think that's the purpose of the inspection, so that we can insure the home with the proper value and with the proper with the correct information and the background of that dwelling of the house, right? So that's really important. And why the inspections are getting increased day by day is because of it's more in California right now. So we have
Yeah.
the frequency of the earthquake is only increasing. Now, do we believe that there's something bigger coming up? We don't know. Some people do believe.
Yeah.
I have met some people who think that places like Hayward, places like near the bay, right? We are right in the middle of the bay. We have mountains and the ocean and everything. So there are half the clients that I talk about. They do not believe in earthquake. They said, okay, we haven't seen something major in the last 50 years. Nothing's, I'm not worried. Now half of my clients.
Take a pause there. I think reason is like it's not like we don't believe it. Reason is like a lot of insurance companies might not like basically cover you when the real incident happens. That's what I heard of a lot of my clients. One is the cost factor, which is too expensive, and the second one is like, does it really insurance kicks off?
That's the number one criteria when it if I'm buying insurance, I'll better get it from from the right sources, right?
Okay.
Now when an incident occurs, I don't want to be in the loop of a 800 toll-free number where I do not know if there is somebody who's going to take the responsibility. Now you being in the field, Nagaraj, that a lot of when a major incident occurs, and we have seen this before, insurance companies tend to go bankrupt. They cannot, if it's something like a major event, the insurance companies cannot provide the coverage, or they cannot come in front and help the clients, right? So it is really, really important how strong is the insurance company that you are buying insurance from. So absolutely spot on. Yes.
Okay. I think it was a great source of information. We just quickly jumped in to share the experience of the earthquake and things to consider to do, right? Like the first is make sure if your house is older house, it's like it's retrofitted, right? And if you check, make sure, talk to your insurance companies, or like you can reach out to a like Subrata Shah, who can guide you. Is it really an earthquake insurance will help you out or not? It's just our opinion. It is not the thing we are calling out. It's just our opinion to do it. If you have something to share, do reach out in our chat windows also. Right, or call us or call Subrata Shah, and we can guide you on the things. Subrata, you have anything to share?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you, Nagaraj. And if you so earthquake is something that we specialize in. If you have if the viewers or the listeners have any question, you can always reach out to me directly, 650-649-8954, and we can help you with the right information when it comes to really covering your home properly, be it your homeowner's insurance or earthquake or whatever be it. So we'll be happy to share more information with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Subrata.